Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a great day. It is April 12th, and today I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about this week's severe weather. Looks like this week is going to be a more quiet week than we've seen, but there is still some potential events to watch. So yeah, let's get started. Today we do have a slight risk, and that is for a significant hail risk, not wind, not tornadoes, but we have a significant hail risk. We have 15% hail threat. But it is a hatched area, which means that there is a 10% or greater probability of 2-inch diameter hail, or larger than 25 miles of a point. I just read that from right here. If you want to pause the video and you can see what, you can read both of those. But yeah, we can see we have that 15% for hail. That's what I thought would happen. Today is mainly a hail threat. We go to tomorrow. We do have a large marginal risk extending from eastern Texas down and through much of Louisiana into southwestern Mississippi. Cities in this is Dallas and Fort Worth. The Metroplex is in that. We have Lake Charles, Louisiana, Houston in that also, and New Orleans, and also Alexandria. Sorry, those are the cities in this. We do have a 2% tornado risk, so that's something to watch. 5% wind and a 5% hail also. And then on day 3, this was Wednesday. This is the data that I was talking about yesterday, where the NAM was just going crazy, like really crazy. The hodographs were curving like completely and very enlarged, just looking really good on the NAM. But other models were not showing that, so a lot of uncertainty. We're gonna see what the NAM is saying for Wednesday today, of the newest model runs, but we don't even have a marginal risk. Just a general thunderstorm, and for most of the south. And then we have no day 4 through 8 outlooks. So, not a lot of activity going on right now. This is the current satellite. Let me move that out of the way. It's getting kind of dark, but we can see we have isolated or really scattered storms moving across central and southern Texas. Some of these are producing very large hail, especially this one. We can see that's a very tall cloud right there. We can actually go radar scope here. And see. So it's severe warned right now. So that storm we're looking at, it's to the west of Killeen. I think I said that right. You can see very large hail of this storm though. Even another storm behind it, just extremely large hail, especially at this first one. There's some spotter network reports of hail of around 2 to 3, almost 1 to 2.5 inches. So large hail of this. It is currently warned for. This is the newest warning. 1.25 inch hail, and measuring over 70 DPZs on radar, around 72, maybe up to 75. So that's significant. Not that. Sorry, we can go to CC. Potentially, maybe some hail in there for sure. Yeah, that's just a very strong storm overall. We can go to Echotops here and. Okay, there we go. Radar is estimating this to be almost 50,000 feet tall, so that's pretty significant. And we do have more storms to the south, but this one up here seems to be the strongest as of right now. We can see how it's progressed throughout the day. We can see this is kind of cool. We can see by looking on satellite, we can see we have our boundary right here, likely a cold front, and that is swinging to the southeast. Probably extends up like that. And right along that, this very strong storm went off. We can just see how it went off along that cold front. Very interesting to look at this process. And go back to the earlier this afternoon, just some cumulus along the cold front. Nothing bad, nothing significant. Then you can see towering cumulus by around 2 to 3 p.m. And right after that, around 5, 6, that storm just exploded. And we also had more exploding in northern Mexico. And those are moving into southern Texas. In front of this front, we have some interesting clouds coming into areas maybe like Corpus Christi and west of Houston. And it's slowly extending to the northwest. And right now, at the latest satellite here, we can see our cold front's positioned like that. And so yeah, kind of a cool setup today for some hailers in Texas. Well, let's take a look at models now. So this is the NAM model today. Not a great setup for tornadoes at all. Jet stream is way up to the north, and we can still see tomorrow we do have a upper level low digging into the south or digging into the west, and Wednesday that even looks more interesting. Wednesday is the day we're going to start off looking at first, because Wednesday seems to, remember Wednesday last night, if you go back to last night's video, Wednesday was looking significant on the NAM model. The NAM is what we are looking at right now, but let's zoom in on the south and the southeast so we can see if it's, or what the NAM is currently saying. Because if it's holding on that, the NAM is just showing a really good shear last night. If it's still holding on to that, then that might be a sign we could actually see something. But the GFS, if you guys remember, that was not, the GFS was not showing that at all. European, or not the European, the NAM, I'm sorry. We can see not a terrible sounding. This is late morning. We can see we have marginal instability, manageable if you have really good shear and that kind of stuff. Which it looks like we don't have really good. It doesn't look great, but that's definitely going to be able to support maybe a weaker tornado. And this Hoda right here, not terrible. I mean, not the best we've ever seen at all, but that would maybe bring a little bit of a tornado threat. 2% from the SPC probably. This would be a 5% right here. This looks much better. You have a little bit more instability, almost 2,000, so actually a lot more. Maybe a little bit of a cap though. That could potentially be an issue. And we can see this Hoda looks nice. So I'm thinking that I'm actually kind of surprised the SPC didn't put a marginal in for Wednesday, but I completely understand why. There's a lot of uncertainty with this event. Let's go into the afternoon here. We can see this line moving slowly to the east. Take a sounding in southern Mississippi. Okay, yeah, this is looking concerning right here. Nice shear. Plenty of instability. Instability is not even going to be a problem. And that's a nice looking Hodo. So definitely still a tornado threat. Take a sounding in southeast Alabama. Maybe an isolated tornado threat. Problems with this sounding is there's no instability, or barely any, and it's capped. And also, it's not as good as the ones to the west. I'm thinking that the SPC on Wednesday could potentially put out a marginal, maybe for this area here. I haven't gone into it too much yet. I'm thinking that's going to be the area we really need to watch. We go to 21Z, you can see this line diving into southeast Alabama and the Florida Panhandle. Take a sounding here. Just we have some nice shear here. Just not the best. We have really some extreme capping at the surface and not a lot of instability. So I think the biggest tornado threat could be around 18Z, maybe around the noon hours. So, but we're gonna keep in mind though. Last night, the NAM was kind of an outlier for this. The NAM was really the only model thinking that this could actually be a tornado event in the south. And you can see the HRRR barely even shows any storms. That's just composite. Let's take some soundings, and yeah, that's terrible. That's absolutely garbage. Take a sounding right here. This is early Wednesday morning before sunrise. You're not gonna get a tornado. Maybe you could actually. That's not terrible. That would maybe be a 2% from the SPC, which they already have for day 2. And you see the HRRR has that weakening very quickly on Wednesday. Take a sounding in extreme southeastern Louisiana. See if this is any good. No, yeah, that's not really nice. You're not not gonna get a tornado with that capping right there. Take a sounding in kind of by the Lake Charles area. A little bit better. Still, I don't like these profiles. That would be a 2% from the SPC. So I mean, I see why the SPC hasn't really gone or hasn't really put a marginal out for day 3. The NAM is an outlier with this event for sure, and shows a lot more shear overall. HRRR doesn't show a whole lot of tornadic activity. Now the HRRR, we could still see a tornado. Just it's not looking anywhere near as good. This is really not going to give you much of a tornado threat. Maybe a slight one. Just no, that's not good. But it does look like Wednesday is going to be an area to watch, and I'm thinking This area right here, that's going to be the main area to watch. Central Louisiana into central Mississippi, southern Mississippi, and central Alabama. That's the main area to watch as of right now. And let's go to the GFS, and we're going to go back to, or no, I'll just stay here, and let's go to continental U.S. And let's go here so you can see ISO bars and things like that. Let's go to Thursday and see what kind of setup we have. So also Thursday to Friday, we could see some snow across the Northeast. We're not going to go too in depth with that. Maybe some snow for areas of central New York, areas of Pennsylvania into Massachusetts, maybe Vermont, New Hampshire. We can see our low moves off into the Atlantic. This is Thursday afternoon on April 15th. Some showers across the south. We have another pretty strong low in New Mexico. Nice moisture coming out of the Gulf. Not a whole lot, but that's just enough to bring us some light to moderate snow for areas of Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, and South Dakota. It looks like winter is going to be coming back for those areas later this week. You can see that continues. This is Friday morning now. We have that low as getting a little bit more moisture from the Gulf as it continues moving to the east. We have two winter storms going at this time on Friday morning. We have this one in western Kansas into Colorado, with even some heavy snow moving in the areas of western Kansas and eastern Colorado. A lot of snow showers to the north with some Arctic air for Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, maybe Nebraska. The heaviest snow that was limited to Kansas and Colorado. And also we have a very we have a deepening low across the Northeast. Actually right to the east of Long Island with just enough cold air to bring a lot of snow, potentially. Or not really a lot of accumulating snow, maybe some heavy snow. This sounding we took, I think this was in Massachusetts, 33 degrees, just above freezing at the surface. You're gonna still get some accumulation with those snowfall rates. So that 33 degrees will limit it a little bit, just not too much. Take a sounding further to the north up in New Hampshire. Yeah, you're below freezing all the way, so much better chance of accumulation with that. Only problem is that could start off maybe as a little bit of rain, but it actually looks like in New Hampshire and Vermont it could be all snow maybe in some areas. So, and that just sticks around throughout all throughout all Friday. Maybe some spots turning to rain in the afternoon on Friday, but just some decent snowfall accumulations in the Northeast later this week. So it does look like later this week winter is going to return to two areas of the U.S. This area here and potentially the Northeast. So that's what we're going to have this weekend. Let's go back to the Euro. See how the Euro is different than the GFS. We're not going to go into accumulations at this time. Let's just kind of look at where we could see, or which areas could see the heaviest snow. The Euro is much different than the GFS. We don't even see all that heavy snow down in western Kansas, Colorado. See it mostly Friday morning in Nebraska, northeastern Colorado. And still those snow showers to the north, though, in Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana. And in the Northeast, we do have a wintry mix for many with some spots of all snow. And that continues throughout the day, even into Saturday, maybe. Yeah, Saturday morning, maybe, for some areas of coastal Maine and eastern Massachusetts. So, and the European even hints at maybe some snow for the Texas Panhandle, so that would be significant. Because it is mid-April, so it does look like we're gonna see some kind of snow, not really, maybe a snowstorm for this area here. Narrow it down a little bit, it looks to be mainly this area. I could see the heaviest snow, and across the Northeast, it looks to be this area here that could see the heaviest snow later this week into this weekend. Yeah, that was this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow, but yes, goodbye.